Hello students, today we'll be seeing introduction to NoSQL, which is compared to our DBMS databases. So what is mean by NoSQL database? It is one of the non-relational database. Whenever we talk about RDBMS, we say it is a relational database where each table is interconnected to each other. But here, whenever we talk about NoSQL database, it is a non-relational database which does not require any kind of schemas or normalization or any kind of joins to be followed, and it is easily scalable. So whenever we talk about a NoSQL database, we have enormous amount of data to be stored in. So when the new term like big data and analytics have emerged in the world, we started using this NoSQL database in real-time applications and web applications. So some of the famous NoSQL companies which uses NoSQL as the database are Twitter, Facebook, Google, because they collect terabytes of data every day. So compared to traditional RDBMS, how is the syntax of NoSQL is to be? So whenever we write any RDBMS, we write the queries in the form of SQL, that is your structured query language. So the name itself says like we have a structure to be followed. But in NoSQL, we don't follow any kind of structures. So in NoSQL, we can store three categories of data like structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data. So the data can be can follow a format, it cannot follow a format, or it is more or less in between. So any kind of data can be framed in NoSQL database. So now first, I will be telling you what are the different types of NoSQL database available. So there are four categories of NoSQL database mainly available. First one is a column family database. Next one is a graph database. Next one is a document database and key value database. So these are all the four categories of database which is available in the market. So in general, if we see before NoSQL database, we just had two categories of database. One is relational database, the other one is OLAP database, that is online analytical processing database. So coming to the types of NoSQL databases, we will see in detail in the upcoming classes. Okay, why we should go for NoSQL database. Okay, so why the concept of NoSQL database has emerged. So whenever we have the popular giants in the IT market like Google, Facebook, Amazon, they generate enormous amount of data day by day. So whenever we have the concept of RDBMS for storage of the data, for that quantity of data, the system is becoming very slow because in RDBMS, we have to follow a table structure. We have to follow a primary key, foreign key concept to store the data and even to fetch the data. To resolve this problem, we have the concept of scaling up the number of drives, scaling down, upgrading our systems. So this is some of the massive work which is carried out by them. So in order to avoid all that, whatever data is coming in without following any scheme, without following any structure, if I want to store it in the database, I should of course go for this NoSQL database. So this concept is called as scaling up and scaling down. So what do you mean by scaling up? From the diagram, you can see scaling up is also called as vertical scaling and scaling out is called as horizontal scaling. So whenever we increase the number of machines, that is called as horizontal scaling. Whenever we increase the capacity of a single machine by increasing the RAM, by increasing the CPU, by increasing the hard disk, then it is called as vertical scaling. So now coming to the features of NoSQL, what are all the features? Why we are saying this much important? NoSQL is very, very important. The first feature is it is non-relational, means whatever you know about relational database, it does not follow here. There is no mapping needed, there is no ER diagram needed, there is no asset properties to be followed, there is no integrity error will come, primary key, foreign key error, nothing will be there in this NoSQL database. Next one, as I told, it is schema free. We don't have to follow any kind of definitions or any kind of structures to store the data. Sometimes in RDBMS, we have to store a similar domain data, but here we need not do that. And next one, it has a very simple API. API is nothing but the programming interface. Whatever you do, you have two types of interface. One is with the shell prompt, the other one is with the GUI prompt, where you have all the format of data to be stored in the form of JSON. So we not use any complex SQL query to store and retrieve the data. Thank you.